Tonight, we share with you the story of the HBA, a story that's comprised of people, lawyers, law students, judges, issues, programming, and struggle. But most of all, a story made up of a lot of successes. Tonight, we present to you, in Ray, the Hispanic Bar Association of New Jersey, our story.
We started first in the earlier part of 1980 with myself and Grizel Camacho with a box of donuts and a bottle of soda. I remember I gave many speeches to young college students and high school students, you know, about how Perry Mason influenced my career. And the interesting thing I would tell them is that unlike myself, you know, when I decided that I wanted to be a lawyer at the age of 8 and had Perry Mason to inspire me, they had now faces, brown faces like their own.
When I was president of the Hispanic Bar Association back in 1983, the organization was in its infancy. It was very small. There were very few Hispanic attorneys in the state of New Jersey. I think we all knew each other. If not personally, we all knew each other by name.
We were in the media, in the Spanish media, explaining to the community, for example, at that time, what the no-fault insurance law meant, so that the community could make wiser choices in the purchase of insurance. We also explained to the community what malpractice, for example, would be.
President Clinton had the opportunity to nominate someone from New Jersey to the Federal District Court of New Jersey. When President Clinton interviewed Judge Fuentes, he was so impressed with him that instead of nominating him for the district court, he nominated him for the Third Circuit Court of Appeals in Philadelphia. And that was something that happened during my tenure as president. And working behind the scenes in that lobbying effort was very satisfying to me and to the organization as a whole.
Recently, we've taken really important roles and positions on the issue of immigration. On the issue of immigration, how law enforcement actually interacts with people who don't have status, who are not documented in the state. We've taken positions contrary to either the Attorney General or sometimes the Governor's office, and definitely many prosecutors high and wide. Now, we're an association of attorneys, of judges, of prosecutors, of criminal defense attorneys. But an association of Latino attorneys in a state in New Jersey where the Latino community is in such dire need of services, and where the Latino community has not gotten its real fair share yet, cannot just sit idly by. That's what makes us community leaders.
The HBA felt that it was important to create the Young Lawyers Division to provide a forum for young lawyers to develop one's career, as well as to bridge the gap between our senior members and our young members. We wanted to provide activities for networking and for community service involvement, and generally to just educate our young lawyers as they begin their careers.
The Hispanic Bar Association provides the students with guidance, mentors, exposure to the field, scholarships as well. And from the student perspective, we are the future, as they tell us all the time. We're the ones that are going to be going out there and making that positive change and positive representation for the Latino community. So they get to closely work with us and show us how to go about that.
As I was signing individuals in at the Hispanic Bar Association event, I noticed that this Judge Esther Salas was going to be at the event, and I felt as though I should go introduce myself to her, and I did just that, and we had a great conversation. And she ultimately asked that I please forward my credentials over to her for consideration for a summer externship in her chambers. I did just that, and I recently accepted a position with Judge Salas.
Law school, it is an uncertain time in your life. You know that you want to be there, but you don't know what area of law you want to practice. You're worried about your first year courses and grades and what internships you're going to have. So having someone who's already been there, who's already walked, you know, the path that you're now walking, and guiding you through it is extremely important for a first-year law student, no matter how old they are, no matter what their background is. Having that guidance makes the first year a lot easier, and transitioning from being a college grad to being a successful law student.
This is one of the organizations where the past presidents actually continue to come back because they feel a sense of pride for what they've built, having built something in a back room in a basement to now having venues as beautiful as the one that we're in here today. That took time, and I think they're proud of it. When I saw the type of collegiality amongst the lawyers, public interest lawyers, private lawyers, attorneys from all walks of life, I felt good about it, and I wanted to be a part of it.
I think it's a very powerful networking opportunity, and us as attorneys who, really our primary job is to be advocates, we're given the opportunity to meet people that at any given moment we can be adversaries. And so at the moment that we come into contact with each other in another situation, we're able to provide better services for our clients because it's not such an adversarial situation. It's like, hey, I know this person. This person is, a person who's working for good.
We're always looking for the most talented individuals that could best represent the interests of the level of government we represent. And being here at the Hispanic Bar Association, we get to know a lot of our young practicing attorneys.
We have to be sure that we work collectively and we volunteer to work through the Hispanic Bar Association to make lives better, because it matters. There are young people out there who don't know how to get from where they are to where they're going to be. They don't even know that there's a there. We have to articulate a vision of there and then explain a pathway that helps them get from where they are today to where they're going to be tomorrow.
Update Legal feels that the Hispanic Bar Association of New Jersey is a prestigious organization. There's a lot of reach out there in the legal community, and in partnering up with an organization like the Hispanic Bar Association, Update Legal can leverage relationships and really make a movement, so to speak, in the community, along with the Hispanic Bar Association and their efforts, specifically in terms of recruitment and placing talent in the legal community.
I was taught when I was young in Puerto Rico that en la unión está la fuerza. Power comes from union, and that is what the Hispanic Bar Association is.
I really salute the Hispanic Bar because we have accomplished pretty much many of the things that we sought to accomplish. Now the question is, what else is there for the Hispanic Bar Association? And that's when you need new members on the board of directors, new ideas and new energy. And I'm sure they're going to have some great ideas for the future.